Solve for the given variable. So in this case, the given variable is c. In this particular equation, it's a negative c, but we need to end up with a positive c and the value of that. Okay, so one of the things we have to remember, this is a balanced equation, which means the value on the left equals the value on the right. It's perfectly balanced as indicated by the equal sign. So what that essentially means to us to remember to do is, if we make a change to one side of the equation, make the exact same change to the other side of the equation, and that will keep the whole equation balanced. Also, clearly show and lay out your working. Okay, so as I would always suggest when you're learning how to do this kind of these kinds of calculations, just identify clearly your terms. So we've got minus c, we've got positive 22.9, and we have positive 29. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to try and isolate the c. In other words, have the variable only on one side without anything else next to it. And in this case, we've got plus 22.9 on the same side as our variable. So let's cancel that one out. So what's the opposite of 22.9? We can do a minus 22.9. So 22.9 minus 22.9 is 0, so that cancels out. But whatever we do to one side, we have got to do to the other side. Okay, so what does that actually mean? Well, that cancels out, as I've already said, which means that minus c remains, and on the other side, we have 6.1. So at the moment, what we have is minus c equals 6.1. We don't want a minus variable, okay, in terms of the letter here. So we have to change it. We want to end up on c equals whatever it equals. So how do I change it from a minus to a positive? Remember, this is minus 1c. So minus 1 times c, that's what that means. So if I multiply that by minus 1, I will have minus 1 times minus 1. Minus times a minus is a positive, so that will give us our positive c. But I must do the same to the other side, so minus 1. And so that becomes minus 6.1. Just have to swap these round, so the variable's on the left, and its values on the right, and this is our final answer. However, let's check. Let's make sure that we actually have the correct answer. Should always do this. Okay, so we substitute. We think we know what c is, so let's substitute c. We think c is minus 6.1. So what does that mean? 29 equals 22.9 minus 6.1. Now the minus and the minus basically mean plus, right? So 22.9 plus 6.1, it better equal 29. So 9 plus 1 is 0, with a 1 over here, so it's 10, right? So 0 goes there, 1 goes up there. Decimal point, that's 9, and that is 2. So it does equal 29, which means that is correct. Our working must be correct. Done.